Field who came and they both wanted to chat to us, so we're at the point where we wanted to get the full team on, really. They're just a good bunch, good chemistry, and same can be said about this Sharks lineup as well. There's some big names in there, so both teams undefeated all week so far. So their first, well, they've been tested, but this will be the biggest test yet.
Yeah, they're both looking ready to go, out waiting for that hooter. Brisbane Cobras probably lucky to hold on at the back end of that semi, but they're into the grand final and off we go.
Got to shake the nerves out of the legs here. Full stadium as well. Not too many empty seats left. And Nasalio plays the ball. They're already up to the 7-metre mark here. They'll get an early attack here. Can they get around? No. It's the fifth and last touch. Great touch there made by Mulherin for the Sharks.
Yeah, you note there, she got back to the line, then she came up and across to affect that touch on the sweeper play.
Cobras looking for 6 again, and they get it. Well won.
Yeah, they got the first call in with the referee there. I thought it might have been ball down, but another set of 6 on the line.
Just probing here. Salio wants the ball from half. Gives it back to Cameron Bray, who's been one of the standouts for this Cobras lineup. Swinging the ball back to the right. Gee, a nice ripping long ball there. Left to right. Think the referees are going to call touch.
Got player down here, though, in the corner.
It was a certainly big dive into the corner. She'll limp off the field.
Yeah, they've had 3 early opportunities already, the Cobras. They're playing a nice, wide, expansive game, and you'll see, looks like Millicent Watson is very fast on her feet when they're getting her on that outline.
Watson broken through a number of times, and we'll keep you updated with Gabriella Johnson, who's on the side of the field right now. It looks like potentially a knee injury, but she's got good help down there on the touchline. Physio.
There were some fist pumps there in the Gold Coast Sharks box. They'll be happy with those defensive stops. They're under pressure, but now they're going to get the fresh girls on and try and drive up the field. Although they've given away a penalty here, another box penalty.
Yeah, we've got to be so careful of those. Referees have been consistent all week with making sure you don't have too many players on. No blood drawn yet between these two teams. Both known this week for their strong defence. Barely any tries, actually, for both teams if we look at the ladder as well. In fact, the Cobras have only had 9 scored against them in total, plus 3 from their semi-final.
Yeah, it's an impressive stat sheet. Looks like they are going to play a nice, wide, expansive game, Cobras, and try and spread that South Queensland Shark defence. They've drawn out another penalty there.
Should make a note of equally, the Sharks have only conceded 9 in their pool phase, so they're really square on paper. But going for the line here, it's definitely been Cobra's advantage early, despite the scoreline still being equal.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to crack the lines off. Both teams have only let in, 9 tries coming into finals day. Their coaches have done a great job in their defensive policy, and you can see they're all tucking in there and getting behind the middle that's making the touch.
Oh, so a nice hard touch made there. Slows down the play of the ball from the Sharks, and they'll reap the rewards of that. Good defence there. I believe it was the number 9 for the Sharks, Maya Colley.
Yeah, she was really strong in her pre-touch there and ended up drawing an error, and now she's come off to the sideline. Sharks will be looking to complete their set here and get it down. We haven't seen the ball over halfway yet in the first 4 minutes.
So, certainly testament to their defensive efforts to have not conceded here. Let's see what the Sharks look like in attack. So, Oceania Graham, flight pace there, but can't quite work through the line. Audrey Rayfield will play the ball for the Cobras.
Yeah, they won't be too disappointed in that finish. It's probably their first completed set, and they've finished down the other end of the field. But Cobras, they're going to get a couple of opportunities. So this is not their best set.
No, not quite driving on. Just correcting myself from earlier, that was Charlotte Richardson who was playing the ball for the Cobras. This is Rayfield now. So sprinting away, almost there, caught from the half position, and yeah, the top end of that set was a little clunky on the sideline for the Cobras.
Yeah, they ended up going direct for the last couple of touches, which kind of saved the set for them.
Sharks towards their box, still 0-0. I would suggest that this is probably looking like being a fairly low-scoring match, but full of excitement, undoubtedly. To most touch heads, a low-scoring match is just as exciting as a high-scoring one because it implies good line defence.
Yeah, and we all love good line defence, so I agree with you. I think it might be a low-scoring grand final in our 16 girls.
Absolutely. Well, the Cobras up here on 5th and last, and look who it is, Watson, showing the pace again, but yeah, they can't crack each other's defence here so far. It'd probably be a bit of a shock to the system given that both teams here also scored over 70 tries in their pool phase games. Ball's taken a bit of a bobble there and could have gone either way, probably 50-50 call.
Yeah, it could have, but as we see again, Cobras are going to get another chance with about 3 or 4 touches on the Sharks line. Their defence has been good so far, but they need to stand solid here.
Watson plays the ball, working with Richardson, goes out to the left, looks for that overlap.
Great defence.
And shooting across there to make the touch at the last second, it's Collier again. That's her second really big
I like her line defence,
effort.
and look at her here. She's up. Easy to pick out in those orange boots. Clap there from Jack. And again, well done, young lady.
For good line defence. It's often understated in our game, so we'll be calling it out all match.
No, as I said, I love line defence, and she did a perfect job then.
It's tough being in the middle too, having to make those calls, whether to commit or not. Calls for 6 again, and will be received by our match referees.
Yeah, they're giving high fives in the box down here in front of us, so I know the coach Amy Hope, and she'll be extremely happy with how they've defended their line, but be looking to get them down the other end of the field here. Give themselves just a couple of opportunities with line attack.
Well, and they're looking for sort of more expansive option out on the right there. Is a good coaching matchup, Amy Hope versus Jenna Rousseau. 2 phenomenal coaches. Well, here they go. The Sharks, swinging the ball around the back, out to the wing and back on the inside. I think touch pass will be the call in that final touch, or they'll just go with 6 touches. Yeah,
either way, as I said, I think Gold Coast will be happy with the finish to that set. So it's going to take Cobras a couple of touches to get across to their box. We're coming up to touch 3. And they've dropped the ball. So that's a win. We spoke about yesterday, Jack, being a game of chess sometimes, and I know that's your wheelhouse, but it's probably perfect start to this game, a bit like a game of chess.
Well, it's interesting in chess. You really want to control the centre of the board. That's where the options come from. Get that good field position. It's not unlike touch football. The question is, and the same thing goes in chess, even if you've got all the possession in the right part of the field, you still need to convert. So the Sharks here, they're going to need to try and convert. This is the best field position they've had all game. Cobras have certainly had possession in the other half of the field, but on the scoreboard, still 0-0.
Still 0-0. Let's see how Cobra's defence lines up here on the line. We haven't had to see that yet this game. They stood strong at the back end of that semi-final against Bulls.
And is that over? No. It's a touch. Good diving attempt there, though. Exciting touch, and tension's brewing here at Sunshine Coast Stadium. This is... I'm licking my chops. This is going to be a good one.
We don't often see this, do we? 8 minutes in and no score.
It's just... it's thrilling. So
Cobras need to get some players on the field here. The Sharks are doing a really good job in their midfield defence. She'll probably want to go straight through here from the Cobras. She's got a bit of toe there as well.
Rayfield just losing the ball there. The Cobras close to the halfway line. So we're back to this territorial battle again. And couldn't be split on paper. It can't be split so far in this first half. 8.5 minutes gone. Yeah,
they're getting a little bit of momentum here, the Sharks. So we see, there's a trick play down the wing.
Ball's away, not going to be stopped here. And speedy wing play there from Ella Watkins, who scores the try for her team. Just staying alive in that play, really important there.
Yeah, she just snuck on there in the corner. That couldn't be seen. We watched the replay, and the defence had actually fallen over on the wing. So she's up, and down she goes.
Yeah, and looks like Watkins should do pretty well on an athletics track too. Good running technique to just put on the afterburners there.
And sometimes that's what it takes to break the shackles. It was unfortunate that the Cobras winger slipped over in defence, but they took full advantage of it. Well done, Sharks, 1-0.
Certainly a game of moments. And things are staying interesting here. It's 1-0, Watkins with the try. And the Cobras back on the attack here. They've had a lot of ball in this part of the field. We'll need to start getting creative to crack this defence, which has been impenetrable so far. Fifth and last is the call. Watson. Oh.
It's that same foot race we've seen about 3 or 4 times there, with the defender from Sharks being up to the case every single time so far.
And it's going to be come back to the staff from Cobras and the players to sort of put their heads together and think, you know, where can we crack open that Sharks line? It's now important given the scoreline. And good intercept there, just up and in the space there. Gabriella Johnson for the Cobras, turning the ball over. They're about 20 metres off their own line, working towards halfway.
And I'm pretty sure Gabriella Johnson was the one that we saw hurt her ankle or hurt her lower leg at the start of the game. So it's good to see that she's back on the field and becoming involved and making a difference out there.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, Gab. So Rayfield caught on 6th touch. Oh, yep, is going to get penalised for not giving the ball back straight away. I think it was innocent, but innocent or not, it slowed down Sharks' return.
Yeah. And they're not standing for that at all this weekend or this week, the referees, which is good. So you need to return that ball so we can play on straight away.
So the tap off now for the Sharks. Oh, working her way through there. Natalia Hickling.
Light on her feet.
Bit of sleight of hand there to work her way past 1 or 2 defenders. And now they're in prime position. Can they?
They'll be trying to draw the Cobras out here. Run a little... Oh, the Red Rooster. Ooh, probably had to give it early. She kind of looked to give and then double pumped, and the defence was up to it. But that was enterprising play by the Sharks.
Sharks, the better side of the creative options so far.
She left early then, unfortunately, because it was a really good touch, but left before the acting half had touched the ball.
Well, the Cobras, 8 minutes on the clock in the first half here. The DoorDash National Youth Championships first final of the afternoon on the main stadium. It's Watson with the ball in hands, working together with Nasalio, 5th and last. Nasalio's got a big long ball on her and goes out to the wing. Couldn't quite be picked up by the winger. Might even be called forwards there. I think will be the call. Yeah,
it would have been a hard catch to take there for the winger, but she needs to turn here because they're running straight at her. I think that's Gabriella Johnson.
Watson up to make the touch. Aggressive defence here by the Cobras. Rahi Walker as well making an important touch earlier. And there we go. So we've got a bit of a fumble in the ruck, and Cobras will get to play the ball on halfway. Yeah,
they'll be happy with that, Cobras. Some good defence there. So getting a little bit of a roll on Sharks through the middle of the field there. But they've got to stop, and then they'll get at least 3 opportunities down on the line.
Walker leaving the field. And coming on other replacements. Gabriella Blade out there in the middle as well. They're going to go right to left. Ella Denny looks for that option, and yeah, the defence is just can't be cracked at the moment. It's like a fortress.
It sure is, because they're rushing up, but they're coming up, and then they've still got the ability to slide across because their feet are beating the speed of the ball in the pass. So they're doing a really good job so far, and now using the ball in attack, but smart play there. Took the safe option. Here we see Collie. She'll just drive up the field.
Gab, if you're coaching the Cobras right now, they've had a lot of ball down that end.
Yep.
I mean, do you have any ideas about how to crack this line defence?
I think they've got to maybe try and condition the defence a little bit, run one play or run a couple of out balls, which is what they've been doing, trying to get a foot race and then get it down and then come back to whatever their pet plays are in the middle, if it's an ML or a Rooster or whatever their play might be. But they're not beating them on the out ball at this stage. That may come later, but once they've spread them, they've got to condition the defence. She goes down here down the blind side.
So just cutting off that angle a little bit.
Yeah.
Didn't have too many options.
They're obviously well coached, the Sharks, because they're getting back to the line and then they're getting up, and they're, like you're right, they're cutting down that angle so they don't have as far to run.
So going to see probably odds and evens defence here against the box set. Charging run there from the number 6, Skylar Sampson. And they've gone wide. She's picked it up in the hands, taken a little juggle. It's a circus act there from Lacey McLaren, and she sprints away and over the finish line.
Yeah, that was exactly the same play that they ran earlier, that little trick play down the wing where the sub just steps on, winger goes in to effect a touch, and she just pops out the other side.
2 tries now for the Sharks, and
she did tiptoe. It was like on a tightrope. You're right with the circus call.
She's certainly running the tightrope there, and with 5 minutes left, 2 tries to the good. Tries have been few and far between, obviously. So...
And that's how the tries are going to come. I think it doesn't appear that it's going to come through either of the teams' line defence. They're too strong. It's, like you said, it's like a brick wall. So it's going to be those little plays where we're going to see down the middle of the field.
So they need to be willing to play heads-up footy, that's for sure. Left to right ball is going to be stifled by the Sharks' defence as well. They're moving as a unit here. One entity, the Sharks lineup. They're obviously communicating well.
Yeah. And you can see there is a bit of a breeze down on the main field, so those long balls are going to get... Here we go.
Running. Oh. And
Natalia Hickling, she is so light on her feet and just skipped to the outside of her player. Unfortunately, I think there the ball did hold up in the wind a little bit and couldn't quite get the catch down the wing.
So with the wind coming now, Gab, that will obviously affect a couple of attacking options. A longer ball might be a little more difficult to play. Unless you're a wind expert and you can factor that in.
Factor that in. They're predominantly, 14, 15-year-old girls here, and their skills they're showing is amazing, as we see young Maya Colley again. She is so strong in defence on that line.
Absolutely outstanding from Colley, and doing the hard yards in attack now as well for her team. Ball comes back there from Hickling, looking for those extra metres. Not Hickling, that's Narain. And, roll ball error.
Yeah,
so
we don't have the stats here, but there'd be a few, Jack. I'd say at least 4 or 5 times Sharks coming out of their end. Now we see Cobras with a similar error. That'll be something both coaches will be talking to them about at halftime, I suggest.
Hugely important, and referee Riley whipping out in the middle from Brisbane Metro Touch Association. He's having to do a bit of extra running there to swap ends a few times.
You can see they're going direct here, which it looks good. They've gone the ground there. They need to move the ball. And phase is something that we're starting to see a little bit more of again now. Here's the Rooster Red again. Long ball. That is great skill.
I mean, the touch almost speaks for itself on that occasion. To give the the fake option, sells the whole defensive line. You saw them all shift. And then that opens up the overlap on the left-hand side. What a beautiful try for 3-0.
Yeah, that was a great pass. We'll see, as we said, they've done it, run a couple of Roosters, and now they've come back with their condition the defence. So they shut down, and they just go straight behind them. And there's not much the defence can do there. It's just great play.
So it's just extraordinary stuff that we're seeing here from this Sharks team, the Cobras. I mean, they've been playing really well. Just haven't been able to finish at the back end of their sets. Cobras, Millicent Watson tries to go long. The correct option doesn't connect, though.
Yeah, so it was good to see her trying something different. She's obviously got a good pass on her as well, Watson. They've probably had the better of the play, Cobras, in terms of field position. But the Sharks have just... the few opportunities they've had, they've converted. So they need to stay with it here for the last 2 minutes, Cobras, and not let it try in. 4-0 might be hard to catch back.
So, the Sharks, they will look for that extra try. It doesn't look like it's going to come straight away. If we're going off the 30 seconds per set sort of rule, then they might get one more attacking set here. Salio helps get her team the box, and this is the kind of open play where their tries are probably going to come that you were alluding to earlier, Gab.
Yeah, so they're best attacking from that little bit further out rather than waiting till the opposition are down line defending where they feel they look comfortable.
Rushing defence there from Campbell Phillips and Natalia Hickling. They forced the error, and with less than a minute to go, just huge defensive effort from the Sharks in this first half.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to watch this first half. As we said, there hasn't been too many tries. The ones that we've seen have been great, but they're going to get one more opportunity. before the halftime siren goes with about 30 seconds to go.
The Cobras, not even really enough time to work to the box, so they'll look to go direct here. And, or will they? So they are going to get fresh legs on. They'll get one strike play at the back end of this set.
Yeah, they've thrown a forward pass there. They were putting all their eggs in one basket. I think you're right, Jack. If they had their time again, they'd probably just go straight up the field, and even if they're tired, have a crack before half-time.
Yeah, that awareness obviously comes with experience. Just, you don't want to be looking at the clock all the time, but it is certainly a relevant point. As we see half-time here at Sunshine Coast Stadium, the 16 girls grand final, it's been really intense. It's been marked by line defence has just been the most important factor here, Gab.
Yeah, both sides. As we said, these girls are only 14, 15, 16 years of age, and well done to them. Their touch IQ and skill level is extremely high.
Second half action here at the DoorDash National Youth Championships. Live in the commentary box here with Gab Rose, who's been taking us through the action of this 16 girls grand final. The champion will be announced in just 20 minutes. At the moment, it looks like the South Queensland Sharks. They're up 3-0, but the Cobras, they're going to bite back hard here.
Yeah, it's going to be a good second half, as we spoke about, build on defence. I'm just glad the second half's underway because, Jack, you're dancing. Sorry, Jack.
Yeah, it wasn't the snorkel wasn't doing it for you, Gab. Sorry.
Not quite, sorry. Back to the action.
And here we are, South Queensland Sharks with the first possession. And they'll look to attack the line early here and make it 4. Oh, and you can see that shape of the defence from the Cobras. Right pass. To left, straight out, can't be stopped. Ball down.
I'm going to say off the ruck. It was either a forward pass off the ruck. I think it was.
I think that's a good call.
Yep, it was. Well done, referee. But it was great play to watch, and there was not much the defence could do about that.
Well, slightly ominous signs for the Cobras, because that really would have been the first try that wasn't in just sort of free-flowing open play.
They've compounded the problem here. They've given away another penalty, so it was a bit of a piggyback for Cobras up to their box.
Driving hard there, Ella Denny. The centre of the park, Richardson. She wants the dummy half position on last. Wants to go through, but they're shooting defence. Right to left ball, and good defence through the central channels there for the Sharks. Yeah,
great defence there again by the Sharks. You note their link there, Ella Watkins. She has her body in great pre-touch shape, even midfield, so she can take the touch, but she can also get her body out in case they pass the ball. That's well coached.
Ready to pull the corner even on the centre, the middle of the field. So the Sharks now, they don't have a dummy half, so they'll be hard pressed to make something happen. Just as I say that, commentators curse strikes, and they score the Sharks their 4th try of the match. Yeah, Crystal Meehan, I think, the number 4 there. And again, you're right, there wasn't much doing, and it was just a nice long ball. Off she went down the wing. They might have stumped them a bit there, not having the half for that extra second or two. Throwing the ball, Isabella Narain throws right out to, you're right, Crystal Meehan for her first of the match. Yeah, I think Cobras had just come up and in thinking there wasn't much happening, and beautiful pass by Isabella. 4-0, it's going to be hard to claw back, but there's still 17 minutes, and we know they've got a good attacking plays in them, the Cobras. Well, one of those attackers, Nasalio here, and she's working with Cameron Bray, but didn't play the ball straight there, so yeah, we're actually going to see a penalty as well. So tough times for this Cobras outfit. Yeah, they've just got to try and stick with it at the moment, not worry about the scoreboard at this stage. There's plenty of time. They just need to complete their sets down the other end of the field and then get the opportunities. That was a no-touch there, which they'll... No touch. Picked up well, and Nasalio was calling for it on the earlier touch, so it was clearly part of their strategy there. For the Sharks, just got to get that hand up and initiate. So they'll get 4 touches here down the line, but you can see again, Sharks are up and in good body position. Not giving them much time with the ball to set for their plays. Brayfield, Nasalio, some of the names out in the middle. Imogen Murphy as well at the link position. That looks good. And they've got space. They're certainly opening them up at this point. Just need that little bit of magic at the end. Yeah, as we spoke about, maybe the phase play where they're getting it down. They've got them half beaten. Take the touch and go again to try and complete the move.
Easier said than done. We're up here in the box, but if I was their coach, that's what I've been telling. Be patient and look to phase.
Absolutely right. And they almost formed a line there. The Sharks, you can see them coming on and trying to find some shape here. Colley's out on the pitch now, looking in an attacking position from Lig. Throws the right ball. They had that overlap 3-on-2 on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it's a little bounce-out play there, but lucky for the Cobras, they couldn't get through on that occasion, the Sharks.
And flat ball there from the number 6, Chloe Vera. They keep moving forwards. Can they work their way through? Charlotte Richardson caught on 5th and last, static. Won't be able to get the ball down here for anything.
But they finish the set and they finish it down the other end of the field and close to their box. So they're going to make it hard for Sharks to get across to their box.
Building the pressure.
So, yeah, that was well done there by the Cobras.
And there you go. There's that pressure. We're seeing now they're able to get up defensively and try to force the error. Good hands there from the Sharks on the risky ball. Touch is made, and I guess that's the thing. You keep building the pressure, and if you do manage to get one try, maybe the floodgates will open.
Yep, and as we said, we know they've got tries in them. They've only given Sharks one opportunity in attacking. I think the Cobras will be happy with the finish to that set. They've done well.
Well, and a little trip there.
Everyone's laughing, so that's a good sign. They might go direct here, I think, the Cobras. Right, they're sweeping around. They look good when they go straight.
That's it. They've certainly got the pace to boot when it comes to charging up the middle of the field, and they've been fairly clean in the ruck, the Cobras, all game. So they want to keep things rolling as much as possible here, keeping things simple.
Yeah, there's just no way through at the moment. I'd be frustrating for the Cobras because they're doing everything but getting through the liners. That's a beautiful
and now
pass.
They're running away down the wing, and look, she just won't be caught from this sort of a position. It's Michaeli Robust for the Sharks who scores on the runaway, and that's probably the 3rd runaway try we've seen in the game.
Yeah, obviously they've changed ends, but down the left-hand side, the wing, they're just skipping outside and off they go. They've got speed to burn out wide. Smart play, though. They went back against the grain.
So that'll be 5 for the Sharks, trying to build an insurmountable lead in this 16 girls grand final. The Cobras, they're a team of battlers, though, and more experienced than their age group suggests, I think. Plenty of touch in these legs, so Nasalio, she'll be one of the people stepping up for her team.
She's got a little opportunity here.
Ball through hands.
But again, you said it before, Jack, they just move as one unit, the Sharks. So they're up and then they're across, but they're still there tied in behind. Does she want to find a person here? Yep.
She had the guts to go the distance there for a moment, but wasn't sure if she was going to get the support. And probably a mature decision made there as well, just to sort of settle down. You got 5 on the scoreboard. Yeah,
they're very composed. They're just going to control this game for the minute, straight up the field, and there might be a strike dump here.
Here they go once more, out to the right edge this time. Really happy with the set there. Probably followed principle as well to kill the ball in this corner 7 metres out.
Yeah.
They've incurred the error there from...
She had no control, unfortunately, as they put the pressure. That was Colley putting the pressure on again.
Yeah,
does it at both ends of the park.
Just full marks to Colley for the defence in this matchup. It's been unbelievable all game. Oh, and a bit of a slip there. And actually, Narain might need to bring out the wet weather boots.
Yeah, I think that was her that slipped before, unfortunately.
It was.
She's very quick on her feet. So might just be too fast at the minute.
Too fast for her own good.
Yeah.
And, of course, it is bright and sunny here at Sunshine Coast, so no wet weather boots needed. But the Cobras back on the attack. 12 minutes left in this matchup, so there's still plenty of time to score tries. But cracking this line has proved almost impossible.
They play just well beyond their years. As I said, a lot of them might have been playing for 4, 5, 6 years, but just the control and composure and knowing what plays to put on when, it's very impressive.
And physical touch there. Number 7.
Play the ball, maybe.
Rahi Walker. That's a great defensive win for the Cobras. Yeah, I think the sideways play sort of came about because of the
push.
The push. And it's taking a bobble. No arguments there about a foot in the ruck. It might have actually been a Cobras player that sort of foot trailed over the ball.
So they're still going wide. They're going back to the well as to, what's been working for them, Sharks.
Athlete scoreboard at 5-0. They're really spreading this Cobras defence now.
They cannot let them score here, the Cobras.
And
touch.
Good touch made on the dummy half. So Cobras will come off their own line. Time's starting to get a little bit away from them now, but they can put tries on the board. So all it will take is a small lapse from Sharks here, and this is going to help.
Yeah, they've got a penalty. You've got to take the quick tap. They're Cobras. You can't afford to let any time get away from you here with only about 10 minutes to go.
Go to their box again. It's been preempted, telegraphed by the number 8, Campbell Phillips, who's also been good defensively. Would be hard to sort of pinpoint any one player in this Sharks unit, which I'm going to now start calling them. And
yeah, they're just cohesive. They really are just playing as one team. You said that there's no individual superstars, just the 14 of them playing are doing their job, and they're doing it well.
Ooh, thought she might have released the ball there on the ground, but referees are in a better position to see that. Cully with the ball, picking up is a 22. Oh, Reece Rigby out on this right edge here, looking for a next involvement. Collie close to the line.
They're just happy. They'll be wanting to use every play of every set. Sharks just hold the ball for 6, finish it down here every time.
Skipping into the in goal, and they got the ball down there. It's going to be pretty close. Actually, we're going to see an offside call.
So they'll get another set of 6 here.
And Lacey McLaren was the player scooping through there from dummy half position. She'll be involved again here on the sweep. Maybe diving at the line.
He's called play through, called her off, and she kind of...
Rayfield doesn't make the line. She's claiming that Nasalio might have made a touch, but the referee saying no, the ball was down first. So McLaren on the sweep.
Yeah, she's got a little laugh as she comes back into the box. She's played to the referee's whistle there and come up with a try. Just a simple auto or sweep play. She ran straight at the offside defender.
Good work listening to the referee as well.
Yeah.
So 6.
Bundled her way to the try line.
Thought she was, going for the headbutt play. So 6 tries to the good here, the Sharks. You've got to think that with the quality of their line defence that they've already run away with this, but
there's
the
a
Cobras,
nice little trick play.
Lovely stuff. It almost pays. Just needed a cleaner ball to the wing.
Yeah, and it's good to see the Cobras still trying different plays. They're giving 100% effort, which is all you can ask as a coach. They've still got 8 minutes to try and claw their way back into this game.
Over the halfway line here, probably by the next touch, if not for some phenomenal defence by Ella Denny. Just jumping out of the line there and sensing the opportunity to catch them sleeping. The Sharks here, 5th and last. Oh, that's going to be called forward.
That was definitely forward. Right idea and good hole, but couldn't quite get the pass away in the correct direction.
It's in the right spot there, Oceania Graham. The Cobras now working to their line, throwing that extra pass.
Yeah, still being enterprising. I'm loving seeing that little play up to the wing. It's just going to hold that rush or flood defence from Sharks back a little bit.
They really haven't played badly at all here, the Cobras.
There we go, fly play.
Out to the left, open play. Picking up now, Rayfield, 5th and last, needs to make something work here. Made a little switch at the last second, would have been a nice option. Shifting the line around a little bit. Sharks here, just eating up the clock.
Yeah, against a lot of other teams, they would have scored plenty of tries today, the Cobras, but this defence it just has not relented. They have not broken policy. There obviously, as you said earlier, a lot of communication.
Oh, the sweep. They go for something a little more creative from distance. But it doesn't pay on this occasion. Rolling the ball now, Imogen Murphy. Coming in there as well, Chloe Vera from the wing. See, as they work their way to the box. Oh, the space keeps opening up, but you can see that actually the Sharks players, they're ready to chase.
They're ready to go. It's just that scoreboard pressure now. They've got to try and nearly score a try every set of 6. They have the ball, the Cobras.
And given they haven't yet scored, mostly courtesy of the defence, close to the line, touch is made, and Watson comes up off her line. She's been impressive all game.
Yeah, she's been good, Millicent Watson. She's, we said she's fast on her feet, and we've seen her in attack, but on that occasion she was really strong in defence and came and shut down any opportunity.
Watson still going here, and opts to play the ball. They're running away.
Oh.
The touch on the ankles. She pinned her ears back, head down. She thought she was away there.
Yeah,
did Imogen Murphy.
I think, was it? Yeah.
And again, you got to love sort of just there from Watson, eyes up footy to just play that extra ball instead of just going down, draw and pass.
It was good play there.
Oh, yeah.
Good touch on the boot.
Gets her on the boot. That's rough for the Cobras.
Yeah, we're cheering him home then for a try.
Ball through hands. Probably needed that one extra pass, but tough to make in the circumstances with the rushing defence. Collie speeding the ball back, not wasting a second there. And that's probably the best approach, even if you're trying to wind down the clock, just forcing the Cobras' defence to start rolling backwards. It's not what they want to be doing.
Yeah, they look quite fit as well. They're not tiring at all. And as we said, it's been 35 minutes of a pure display of process. We'll see a little trick play out the back.
It's last, static. They'll work it to right edge.
Yeah,
just
touch.
Principal performance all round from this team. They'll be well deserving of the accolades on the full-time whistle, but still 4 minutes 30. It's been a quality display here. The 16 girls division calls for 6 again. Won't be accepted on this occasion. The Cobras working towards the 10-metre mark now.
They're probing, they're trying to find a way through.
Salio, she was looking for that passive ball out the back. Wasn't quite ready for it.
She's tried everything. Very good skills.
And diving touch. So the effort still high here at the end. Rahi Walker makes another great touch. Careful not to get in the ruck there. And penalty will be blown. I thought she did well to try and get out of the way. But that's the ex-ref in me. It's been a while, but...
Oh, you got it 100% correct there. And Sharks coach here, Amy, knowing Amy, she's a competitor, and she will not want them to let her try, and she want them to go all the way to the bell.
Salio, strong touch.
I played with Amy earlier this year for the Sharks, actually, at the Seniors NTL.
That would have been a pleasant experience, I'm sure.
It was. It was.
Good team
I did have Maroon on, but it was Sharks, so it was all right. A great bunch of girls, and Amy is a high IQ of the game, and as you can see in how she's got her team prepared this week.
I'm trying to figure out who calls the shots in that pairing, Gab. You got 2 high IQs there, so...
I definitely sat back. I was learning off a lot of the other girls.
Brilliant. And 6-0, still the score. Uncrackable here.
Yeah, you definitely don't see many. And Cobras have been valiant. They've had a lot of field position and possession, and tried everything. But this defensive effort has been one of the best I've seen in a long time in a game of touch.
Absolutely, and here they'll keep showing off in attack, preferring to just kill the ball in a pretty rough spot for the Cobras, not giving them too many touches at the back ends of their sets here to do any sort of damage. So the 16 girls grand final.
They're still throwing it round down that right wing as they come out of their box.
Working on now here.
For somebody just to do a strike dump and off she'll go.
Yep, now will be Rayfield. Rayfield on 5th and last. Can she skip away through the hands? Right idea, but again.
Is that Phillips again? Is it? Oh no, Mikhail Robust, I think, was it, number 12?
Yep. Yeah.
She's a smart read in defence there. Snuffed out a few opportunities.
all the opportunities, it seems.
Yeah.
It's just such a great exhibition of defensive touch. This Cobras team have scored over 70 tries all week. That's how hard they are to defend against, and they haven't been let in once here. A minute and a half left, so they'll keep trying until the final whistle. And actually here, if they go for a quick tap, they might find that structurally Sharks aren't ready, but it only takes them a second.
No, they're back in formation pretty quickly, aren't they?
It's good stuff. Number 12, Gabrielle Blade. Ball goes to ground, so...
And again, that's just desperation, trying to get the ball down as quick as she can to hopefully get a try for her team.
50 seconds on the clock. The Sharks screaming home to victory.
Yeah, straight up the middle.
They're still not content. They want another try here, and that's professional attitude of this team.
Yeah, as we said, Sharks, they have sensed blood in the water, and they have gone for gold here.
Good call, Gavin. From half, Narain. She throws. They've got numbers. It's a 3-on-2. 6 touches is made, though. Good touch there by Lily O'Mahony for the Cobras. 20 seconds.
Can they orchestrate something? Maybe a strike dump for Watson just to try and go straight through here, but they'll get one more play.
Well, almost getting away from it there. 1 or 2 more plays in the game. They should get one more, so this will be it here.
Oh,
ball goes to ground.
That'll be the game.
So
well done,
that'll
Sharks.
be the ball game. And like that pistachio in the pack that no one wants, uncrackable defence by the South Queensland Sharks to win the 16 girls grand final. They didn't even concede a try, Gab. And what a brilliant performance.
That was just a great performance. Well done to the Cobras. You're valiant in defeat, but Sharks, take your hats off to all players and coaching staff. What an effort.
And the Cobras, yeah, they can hold their heads high. It's tough to crack, obviously, the Sharks in that final, but